Hey guys, hey, how are you ladies doing tonight?
Awesome.
Awesome. You guys ready for tonight's show? You guys ready to see where the beef is? Hell yeah.
Yes, we are. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a hot one. It's gonna be amazing. Hope you guys enjoy tonight's show. It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. So, who are you guys rooting for?
We don't know either of them, to be honest. So
You're just here for the fun excitement? Hell yeah.
Exactly.
There we go. There we go. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Awesome. We're here with Foxy and Parzar. Are you guys excited? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Very excited.
You guys ready for the beef? Oh, yeah. It's going to be freaking amazing. It's going to be awesome. You know, Shaggy was looking for the real beef last week, but that's great.
Absolutely.
What are you most excited about?
Par is fixing my left control. I've been having stick drift problems all week.
Oh, shit. I'm so sorry.
That's alright.
But what are you most excited about?
I'm excited to see Casey win this one. TheAlmightyOne does not have any more friends. At all.
All right. You heard it here, guys. You heard it here. We got your back.
He doesn't
deserve
any friends.
I didn't do it.
What's up, everyone? You guys excited for tonight's show?
I am about to kick some girl's ass. Casey Anthony, you're going down.
You heard it here. It's going to be a great show.
My name is Bill Clinton, and I never want to have sexual relations with that woman anyway.
That's a pretty good impression. I freaking love it. Are you excited for tonight's show? You ready?
Yeah. All right, yeah.
Here for the fun excitement? Oh, it's going to be interesting. Who are you rooting for?
Team Casey, of course.
How
good.
Hell yeah.
Get him. She gonna suck him. Yeah.
Well, you heard it here from Foxdale. She's got all the energy for tonight's show. We love having you.
All right, my baby. I see you.
All right. Dude, are you ready for tonight's show? You ready for this? Heck yeah, dude. Oh, dude, getting all pumped up, you getting excited? Who are you rooting for? Oh. I don't know. You're just here? Well, we love having you. You look amazing, dude. Those glasses really go good with that shirt. They match. You heard it here. It's going to be a great show tonight. The people want to know, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Awesome. Because we're here, we're square, and we're going to kick some butt today, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. Damn straight. Well, it's going to be a great night. Hope you guys enjoy. Special, you ready?
Who you battling?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
I am. I look like burnt charcoal, but that's okay. It's okay.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. Who are you rooting for?
With your suit and tie.
Oh, I thank you. I just wanted to get all dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah. I'm not though, so it's okay.
All right. Well, hello. I hope you enjoy the show. It's gonna be a great night.
I definitely will.
Hell yeah. Should be a slobber knocker. I'm ready for some chairs to be thrown and tables.
I can't wait for this one.
Damn straight. Same here. I'm gonna be on next week's.
Nice.
That's gonna be interesting. Anyway. Are you ladies ready?
You'll never find another love like mine.
You guys ready?
Someone to care for you.
He's got a beautiful voice.
Never mind.
God damn it. You ladies ready for tonight? You guys all pumped up? All excited? Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Who are you guys rooting for?
We'll see what happens. Just watch it.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm
Good,
going
good,
for
good,
everybody.
good. A vote for everybody. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's going to be a slobberknocker. It's going to be a great show. Well, hope you ladies enjoy. And yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, we will.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Almighty,
Yeah,
you
it's
ready?
really
You ready for
exciting.
tonight's show? You got this? Are
Thank
you ready?
sir. Appreciate it.
Well,
Get some
boo-boo.
music guy in the background.
I
Mike,
say
and
to
that's
the
what
ranger,
one.
I'm gonna fuck that bitch up. It's just you wait. And I'm gonna get a picnic basket, just not hers.
Hell yeah, you heard it here. You got this, dude. Both of you guys got it. It's going to be a great show.
Hey, baby.
All right, this is the Almighty One coming to you live from Bronina's camera, and I am in Where's the Beef? So come on down because somebody else wanted to take me on, even though after I've had a bad week with the death of a friend of mine and court battles that I've had to deal with. But I am ready to take on Caseylouise because when it comes to me, I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. And hey, boo-boo, we're gonna get some picnic baskets, just not hers.
Man, pop a nigga like a damn tat, shopping on they ass. I just bought a new old jack. Yes, so fast, smoking flocker. You a jackass. All the smoke is.
He's prepared.
Don't you ask me what a pole at, where your clothes at. I ain't talking about my niggas, but y'all tripping too. Is it you? Damn, my nigga, what the hell got into you? Project, baby. I was in the hallways, I was skipping school on my P's and Q's on a chicken, call it chicken boo, eating concrete.
Hey, you ready for tonight? You ready for this wonderful show?
Absolutely.
Okay,
You
show
got
start.
me hot,
There you go.
sweetheart.
Hell
This one.
yeah, we're gonna see
Then-
two
and then
individuals
track 9.
battle it out to
Yes.
find the beef.
Captain.
Is there any other person you're supporting?
And then you do.
I'm supporting
Spotlight's
Almighty. I'm
turns.
supporting you. Should I
Correct.
support
Same
anybody?
time.
Hell
And
yeah.
then once it's beef one, you
Hell
do beef
yeah, we
one.
love
Once it's
having
beef
you
two,
here.
do
You're
all spotlights,
amazing.
Then beef two.
And we're love having you
Guess
here,
who's now
KGP.
online?
And then once
Appreciate it. I like the vibe.
it's
I like the energy. Nothing I don't like about
completely
this room
done,
right now.
you do hit
Like
both
damn
spotlight
straight,
beef one,
it's
beef two,
gonna
turn
be
all
blood
on,
splatter,
all
like
Close
torture.
curtains,
Actually, none of that. It's just
Turn-
gonna be two
Mhm.
people
Show clear.
arguing it out and having a
And
fun
then
time. It's gonna be a
track
great
number
night.
one.
We're gonna have a great,
I'll do it
awesome.
again.
There's no violence here. No one's dying tonight.
I'm waiting
Anyway,
for
That's
how,
right.
let's have a fun night.
Trying to find
It's gonna be great.
Ianuska now. He just invited me to a
All
party,
right. I have a question.
which
about
means
the
he's
red
gonna
wine.
nothing works. So I'll have to keep
We
bringing
got
everybody
Coley
here.
up there.
We'll
What's
try.
up? You ready for tonight? We got you guys. We're ready for tonight. It's gonna be a great night.
Okay, if it
It's
just
gonna be
sends me back to
amazing.
the one that
Holy
I'm at
crap.
currently with
Unbelievable.
Hacker and,
You guys
and,
excited?
and Bang Bang
You
and
guys are
Relaxin'
up and ready?
Ianuska, then we're
It
just
doesn't matter who you're supporting. We all love you still.
Wait, who
You
the-
guys are all incredible, and we love
don't
having
hear
you here.
anything.
Like,
hello. Who's here?
I go
So
look
it's-
like
I'm not
Ruby.
incredible.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
almighty.
yes, the
Hello? Can you
Almighty.
hear me?
It's gonna be a great one.
No,
Oh,
Remember,
there he is.
let's
They should call the Almighty.
let's try to survive.
Close curtains.
Hello, everyone. Hello. How's everyone doing? Can everyone hear me okay? I am so sorry for the slight inconvenience we have earlier today, but we are now up and working. Let me tell you, we're all having fun here. Am I right? I think we are having fun. Look at all the confetti. Look at all your beautiful faces. Well, welcome to Where's the Beef? And without further ado, since you all has been waiting so patiently, let me introduce you to the Big Mac himself, Captain Jack Morgan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second edition of Where's the Beef, where we find out exactly who has a beef here in the metaverse. We try to figure it out the best way we can, and well, if we can't, then that just means we have a lot more shows that we have in the future. So, without further ado, because you've all waited long enough, let's meet our participants for tonight's beef. Last week, this man had the honor of taking the stage. As a matter of fact, he was also beef number one. He's back at beef number one. Does that mean he's number one? Or is he going to give us a load of number two? Who knows? Well, there's only one way to find out. The man, the myth, the legend, Almighty One 69.
Woohoo!
And his debate opponent for this evening.
Oh, God.
Now, at least let me announce the person first.
No, I accidentally hit my foot on the coffee table.
All right, so without further ado, she's soft-spoken, but believe me, when she gets mad, she'll let you know. Miss Caseylouise. All right, so a quick rundown of how the show works. Both participants will get 3 minutes each to explain their side of the beef. When one is talking, the other one is forcefully muted during those 3 minutes. And then at the end of those times that they've had a chance to talk, they'll get an additional 3 minutes to speak to one another if they choose. After that, it's audience participation time, where you'll come down to these purple squares on the floor and ask any question that you want, save one. There is right now a court case that is going on with Mr. Almighty, so we ask that you please stay away from anything regarding a court case for legal reasons. I really do not wish to be arrested, so thank you for your consideration on that. So, without further ado, we're getting ready for Where's the Beef? Now, since Miss Caseylouise won the first round in the numbers contest to see who goes first, she won, so she chose Mr. Almighty One. So if you would take yourself off mute so I can see if my mute works. Okay, so go ahead and take yourself
Okay.
off. Now start counting down from 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
All right, so there we... Whoops. Well, I don't know what happened to the lights. Why are they off? The lights are off over
We
there.
might be
Okay.
experiencing temporary seizures.
All right, so apparently our tech guy was a little premature on his count. So, oh my goodness, tonight's been so crazy. Is it a full moon out tonight? So right now you have 2:45, but I'll give you an extra 15 seconds to talk. So
Okay.
whenever you're ready to start, I'll just add on the time after.
Well, as everybody knows, I'm the Almighty One. I really didn't want to be here tonight because I just unfortunately had a death from a best friend of mine. I've known her for 14 years, but something told me to go and do this. So I'm going to do this my way. I'm not going to be the WWE wrestler I was last week. I'm going to be Captain Spock. So I'm going to hit you with logic. My opponent over here apparently decided that she doesn't like being picked on or teased, even if it's only in a lighthearted way. So she started getting very personal. You know, I told her I've been having some problems recently over the last week. She kept going on and on and on about it. It's the same old thing with her. She comes into a game. She get like Stardust Mafia. She gets voted out consistently, and she cries about it and leaves all the time. Now, I've had my problems with her in the past, and we tried making up. But recently, like I said, I just had a death and that I know from a very good friend of mine. And quite honestly, I'm trying to get through that, plus some other personal things that I'm going through as well. I have a name around here, and I understand that. But a lot of times, too, over in the past, I was taking medication, which kind of made me loopy. So now the medication is over with, and I'm starting to build my life back up. So Miss Caseylouise over here, just all she wants to do is she wants to bring this on. I have no idea. But you know what? It is what it is, and I'm trying to make the best of things right now. And you know what? I got my support team. I've got my new friends. And I got some old friends here too, so I'm glad that y'all came out. And thanks to Captain Jax for, putting us out here. I mean, I've been told there have been things that have been told about me that, quite honestly, some of them are just not true or missing context. I mean, I was told at one time I wouldn't get along with Captain Jack because we're two alpha males and we think alike or whatever. But yet I gotten to know him, and I don't have any problem with him. I've been told that he's been a thief of things, but I've never seen that from him. And yet there are people in here that that are working with him now that have said the same things to me before. So I just want to let everybody know that, I'm not going to be the WWE wrestler today. I'm going to be Mr. Spock. And that's my time.
All right, you do have more time left. You have at least a good 30 seconds plus if you want to take it.
Okay. I can't think of anything else I have to say, to be quite honest.
All right, so the buzzer happened, but because we got a premature start from our tech director, you do actually have another 20 seconds. Are you forfeiting the time?
I will forfeit the time.
All right,
Short
fair
and
enough.
sweet.
Let me unmute you,
And
so
I'm
please
going
say
to-
something to make sure you are unmuted.
Hello.
All right, and let's see if you're muted now. You actually have to speak to let us know. Okay, yes, you're muted. All right, perfect. All right, so now, Casey, you will have your 3 minutes to go ahead and let everybody know where the beef is on your side. So now, Tech Director, if you would be so kind. All right, we have our 10-second runoff. So you have 3 minutes again, Miss Casey, to tell your side of the story where your beef is.
Hi, everyone. Everybody knows me as gentle, but when somebody says something that kind of triggers you to turn angry, I'm not hateful. I do not hate no one. I always have the Lord on my side. But when somebody is at a game and teasing you, and you go and try to tease the person back, it gets offensive. Totally offensive. I only get upset when somebody triggers the wrong way with me. I'm always friendly. I'm honest. I don't suck up to no one. And I also don't use people. My opponent likes to call the women his mama bays. I took offensive in the beginning. I went along with it. But when he kept on going with it to other ones, I don't care what he does. I am just sick of his mouth. He thinks he's almighty, but he's not. He's not. Some things you can believe, and some things you cannot believe. He should, whatever his situation is, apart from your job, go in, have fun, but not have the fun the way he is having it right now. I am not getting into a screaming shout because I do not need a stroke. I have too many against me right now. I have not told many people about what happened because I don't stoop to people's lowness. All right? Almighty, maybe, I did overstep the bounds, but you did trigger the wrong thing with me. You don't like it? I don't care. I am not going to use foul language just to go down to his lowness. I'm not like that. Yes, I like to have fun too.
30 seconds left.
I like to have that fun too. But I separate my situations. I go into games just to have fun, not to hear bullshit. I mean, I see all my friends are over here and I appreciate you all coming. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Hacker, I'm hoping you're still here. I really appreciate everybody.
All right, so those were your 3 minutes to explain your side of the story. Please make sure your mic is unmuted.
Check one, checking the mic.
There you go. Check 1, 2, testes, left, right. Yes, it works. perfectly fine.
Participation.
All right. So now we will reset the clock for yet another 3 minutes, and these 3 minutes will be for the both of you to discuss amongst yourselves where exactly the beef is. So if we'll go ahead and start the timer. All right. So
Shall I begin now?
well, you can begin as soon as the clock goes ding.
Okay.
So where's the beef for you two?
All right. My opponent doesn't like swearing. That's great. I swear. Oh, well, I'm an ex-Navy cook. That's what we do. Sorry, we're all adults here. Okay. And I want to thank my fans over here and over here for coming out and supporting me. Thank you very much. I just want to let everybody know, look, I'm not perfect. I got God on my side too. Okay. I may not be the perfect Christian, but I try. And I've been calling it a bingo hall now. And it was a great time. I had great fun. I've been exploring new worlds. And I was in some place called Cards Against the Human Race or something like that. Now, I could take a joke as much as the next guy. I mean, hey, if I can dish it out, I better damn well be able to take it. Oh, I'm sorry. I better not swear. Her sensitive ears over here. So anyway, and I was joking with some other person, and she kept getting personal with it, and I took offense. And after everything that's been going on with me over the past week, between personal and the death of a friend of mine, she wants to take it out on me. So, you know what? If you're going to dish it, you better damn well take it. Oh, I'm sorry. I swore again, didn't I? You better darn well take it, because I will dish it back. There's a reason why I call myself the master of the mic. Now, I've tried to be nice. I've tried to be friendly. Like I said, I really didn't want to do this tonight, but I had a voice inside my head yesterday said to do this.
I'm not stooping that low, Cap, with him.
You're
wait a
allowed
minute.
to respond.
Not-
This 3 minutes was for the
he's
both
not
of you.
the
so you can
greatest
say whatever you want.
male to be around.
Well,
All right?
maybe I'm not.
He,
but,
he loves to insult the women.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I don't give a crap if he loves his metaboos. I don't give a crap. But the only thing I do not like is your attitude that you're doing right now is pathetic.
Hmm.
You cannot separate one thing to another. And the only
Really?
problem you're having is you're obnoxious.
You're right. I'm damn well obnoxious. Oh, I'm sorry. I swore again. I'm darn well obnoxious. And you
That's
know
what I mean
That's-
about being a
that's what
hypocrite
makes
right
that's
now.
what makes my show my show. That's what makes
But this
me
ain't
me.
your show.
But wait a minute.
Oculus
see,
is
I've
not
always-
your. I'm
I've
sorry,
always
I got
told-
10 seconds. Oculus is
That's all
not
it
your
takes for you.
show. You don't like it, Almighty. You could go
know.
jump off a building. 'Cause I
Hey,
don't
I've tried
care.
that.
Yeah, whatever.
You can continue for about another 30 seconds if you'd like.
Thank you, Captain.
Well,
You say you're gonna. You say you're gonna commit suicide. Then you hurt a little kid's feelings with it.
well, like I said,
Excuse me. I commit suicide. Tried to 21 times in 1 month because of my situation I was in.
mm,
I wasn't all talk. I did. I
yeah,
cut
well,
my
I also
wrist.
ended up in the hospital too. So there's that. Now, what happened with that little kid? I already took responsibility for that last week. We're not going to rehash this again because it's illogical to rehash something.
I've
that was
had
already
stuff
sent-
coming to me.
Well,
I've
that's
had
fine.
stuff come to me.
That's fine.
You're
I've had
not
stuff
even
come to
worth
me.
the having a VR. That's all
No,
I'm
you know,
saying.
hey, then you know what? Turn the channel, my friend. I really don't care. I tried to be nice.
You never do. You don't give
Yeah.
a shit about anybody but yourself. You're not the
Really?
greatest person around.
Really? Let me see. I mean, I've got many people in here that I talk really nicely to, and they are my friends. Kels, for example. Where's Amina at? Amina's in here somewhere. So, it is what it is. Look, I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. I've made my fair share of mistakes. Okay,
Yeah,
fine. I
whatever.
can take it. But see, that's the problem. You and your little smart mouth, you always got to have something, the last word or something smarmy
The only
to say.
thing, the reason
And that's
why
what
I
pisses
came
me
on
off.
here, because I've been
Well, you didn't have to
truthful.
come in here. You didn't have to come in here. Oh, you're
I've
truthful.
been truthful.
mhm. Yeah, you have. Okay,
Can you
sure
find
have.
evidence that I haven't been truthful? No.
Actually, I can, but it would be too lengthy to
Well,
discuss.
say about it. Talk about it. Let's hear it. I'll clarify it. Let's go.
No, I've heard the stuff you said behind my back. Trust me, I have.
I haven't talked to
wait a
no
minute,
one.
and wait a minute. And this all started again when the original bingo hall, when I was being an entertainer. Okay, and you had a problem with the
Has
fact
nothing
that I was
to do with
asking
that one.
that. Actually, yes, it does.
Nothing.
This all started when you decided that
That's
you
what
didn't
you
like the
think it
fact
does.
that I could be entertaining in a bingo hall. That was your problem, and I was asking for tips. Well, I've been in bingo for 39 years, and I heard all of that. Okay, I don't know. Let me ask you: do you have a tip jar on your bingo table? Do you? Yes or no?
No,
Well, that's a first.
because I
every
don't
bingo
ask
hall
for
I've been-
tips.
Right, but do you have a bingo tip a tip
I
jar
just
on your
said
table?
no.
No, that's
I
a
just
first.
said no.
That's a first because every
Oh,
bingo place
really?
I've been into
Just
has
because
a
I do it
tip jar.
professionally?
There are plenty of professional bingo callers. Plenty of professional bingo callers.
Can you?
And I've seen
you
tip.
can't
I've
do it
seen
better
tip
than me.
jars. Okay, I can entertain better than you though. That's fine. And like I,
I don't
said,
do it
my
for
humor,
entertainment.
my humor is not for everybody. I get that. Okay,
Well, that,
but
that
I've always
wasn't
told
more
people-
than 30 seconds, so I'll give
Oh.
you about 5 seconds to finish your statement. And then if you want 5 seconds, I'll give you 5 seconds. So go ahead. No, he's passing it off to you. Do you want your 5 seconds?
You know, that's why I said, Cap. He thinks he's so up in the air, and he's not.
All right. So
Oh,
now we're
okay.
going to
If you
have
say I
audience
am.
participation. So we have the purple squares down here on the floor. If you have any questions for our participants, by all means, come on down to the purple square and speak your piece. Let us know who you're talking to, or if it's to both, and to address both. Traviana, you are first.
Hey,
Welcome.
hey, how y'all doing?
Good.
Okay, I got a question for Almighty. We missed the first show, so me and my posse, we would like to know what happened with the kid, if it's possible.
there were several adults that were with me in a room, and each one of us got his phone number. Okay. I only got his phone number because he's a builder and he is a scripter. I think they call it scripter. A scripter. So I wanted to have something done with the world that I was doing originally with a talk show called the Crazy Conservative Flaming Liberal Show. And me and the person who was doing that at the time, we needed some scripting done. So we asked him to do it. Now, unfortunately, certain things happened. And when I go into the hospital, because I have some medical conditions that I got to deal with, I usually pass my phone off to one of three of my friends.
Right.
Well, one of the three of my friends had gone to England at the time because she was living out the last days of her life, the last 6 months of her life in England on a farm.
Right.
Well, I needed a third person just in case I couldn't reach the other two. So she recommended that I get her sister to do it. Well, what I didn't know is that when her sister is also off her medications, she turns into a pathological liar. Now I take responsibility for not vetting this person on for those phones. I will take personal responsibility for that. Okay. And I wish that, because I not only had to deal with him, I actually had to go through all my Facebook pages and my Discord pages and everything else that she posted on Instagram.
Okay.
Hold on.
What?
Okay. Every time I say FB, this thing comes across and mutes me. So I'll just say FB or F book. I had to go through all my F book pages and all my social media, and I had to then correct all the damage she done to all of my social media. So it wasn't just him; it was my credibility on all my social media. So the only reason why I got his number was because he was a scripter.
Well, you also told him that you were going to jump off of a building, and it wasn't true. You don't tell
I
a
never
kid
said
that.
building, and I didn't tell a kid that. I told
Yeah, you
somebody else
did.
that was an adult that. Yeah, okay, because you were there.
It was part of the first episode,
No.
bro.
Somebody
Alright,
else told me.
Everything you hear, right? So you're telling me that you should believe everything you hear? I don't.
Episode 1.
I'm not stooping to your lowness.
Okay, I'm the low one.
All right. Do you have anything further? Any more
No.
questions? No?
I'll think about it and I'll come back.
All right. Do we have anybody else that would like to ask a question? Nothing is off limits except for what I mentioned earlier. So you can ask anything that you want. Say anything that you want.
One more time.
Everything. One more time.
Okay. I got another question, y'all. Someone told me to ask, what about the is there another kid that you offended?
To my knowledge,
A girl or something?
a girl kid?
A little girl?
No, not to my knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Not to my
Well, a
knowledge.
teenage girl. I don't know if she was a little girl or a teenage girl.
I have. If they were a teenage girl, then I may not have known about it. But
Okay.
as far as let me try to put this to you in a way. Okay. years ago, I had a child that was abducted from me by the mother of my child. Now, if anybody's ever had that happen to them, you don't know what you can go through. Okay.
Right.
Now,
I'm
because
sorry,
of
but that's in your court thing. You can't mention it.
that's
okay.
actually not in my court thing because that happened back in 1996.
Damn, I
But
wouldn't
you-
even know
Anyway,
yet.
I have a child that was abducted by his mother to the Philippines
Right.
when I was still living in upstate New York. Now,
Bullshit.
I became a champion of children's rights and children's safety. I advocated for that. I actually even ran for election for a local level back in 97, 98 or something like that to help fathers get access to their children.
Oh, what
And
was
there was
this
a whole
shit
thing,
last week?
about it when I ran in for election in New York. My radio station, we do not play any artists that have been involved in domestic violence or child molestation. So I would never,
God, dude, you're making our story.
if I
sound
know
better
a
than
girl
it
is
was.
15 or under the age of 18, then there's no way on earth am I going to try to do some of the jokes or some of the things that I
All
would
might
do
be
if
more
I
like
have
all
knowledge
mighty.
of that. If she's in earshot, I can't be responsible if she's behind me. I should, technically, I guess I could, but my humor is my humor, and I've told people
God,
several
dude.
times that
What was
if
this
you
shit
have a
last
problem
week?
with my humor, pull me
What are you
aside. I will
doing?
apologize, and I will try to correct the thing by saying, "Look, this is me just trying to be funny. I mean nothing about the jokes I say, and it is what it is." Like I said, I've made some mistakes, and I'm trying to correct those mistakes, and I'm hoping that some people will actually forgive me in the future.
Alrighty. Thanks for answering. Thank you.
All right. So another question, Miss Queen. You
Mhm.
have a question.
I have a question. Okay, so this is for Almighty One, and this is just like a legit question. You say that you're with supporting safety for kids and all that stuff. Do you think
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
safe for 12-year-olds to give their phone number to adults?
No.
on
Okay.
Horizons?
Okay. Like I said before, I was not the only adult that had that person's phone number, but yet everybody's coming at me because I'm here. All right. Now I got this kid's phone number, like I said, because he was a scripter and he was a
Where
builder.
were the other
No.
adults?
12. I thought he was 16. I don't know.
But
That's what I
aren't
was
there
told.
other scripters out there that are a lot, of age?
Well, we had a
or
group
not...
of people. We had a group of people that were hanging around together. So we all got each other's phone numbers, including the 18 and 21 and 25-year-old and
Where was
39-year-old
this shit last
person
week?
that was with us.
This is
So
fucking
I'm not the only
ridiculous.
adult that had his phone number, but I'm the only one being chastised
Sure.
for it, it seems.
Okay. What
still-
happened to you at the original bingo hall?
I don't want to get into that. And if you're being asked that by somebody named Spider in here, I'm not getting into it.
There's a person named Spider.
She don't know anybody named
I don't
Spider
know
Almighty.
anyone.
Okay.
Spider.
Well, what happened in the original bingo hall was happened in the original bingo hall. I got accused of some things that some of it was true, some of it was missing context, and some of it was not true at all. And I'm beyond that right now. I really don't want to rehash all that stuff because it's a lengthy story and I really don't want to get
Uh-huh.
into it.
Sure.
Okay. I was just wondering because I've heard people talking about it.
Anybody
Understand,
that's under the age of
understand.
anybody
understand-
that's under the age of 17, no adults need their phone number on from here.
Yes, but I'm the only one getting chastised
Hey,
for
Captain
it.
Jack.
What about the other 4 or 5
No,
adults
I
that
don't
were
hear-
with
Because
me?
of what
can't
you
even hear
said,
you.
Almighty.
I
Right.
can't
But
hear
if you
Almighty.
can't hear him, that means you have him blocked, and you'd have
No,
to
if-
unblock him to hear him.
I unblocked him, but
Mhm.
I heard him at the beginning, and now he shows on mute. I hear everybody else but him.
Is anybody else not hearing him?
No, they say they hear him, but
That's bizarre.
so I don't know what he says. So
You don't want to know.
I wouldn't know what to tell you on that one. I'm not familiar with that one. If everybody else can hear him but you, I don't know.
He probably has me muted.
Do you happen to
can-
have Spider blocked?
Yes.
So that's why he
because
cannot hear you.
Yes,
Yeah, you're a
because
But he
I
has
don't
a
want-
right
you're a
to
chump.
talk.
But
You're a
He has a
chump.
right
I
to
got-
talk.
I got
because
everything on
he
text
is
message
involved
that you
in the
sent to
stuff
this
that's going
kid.
on with court, and I don't want it
And
getting
it's
back to the
uncalled
other
for, bro.
person.
You're a predator on women.
Spider,
You're-
what are you saying?
You trash, bro.
He has a right to speak.
He can speak.
Like
I'm
everybody
not going to
else.
talk. I'm not going to talk to him because he is involved in a little bit with the party that I'm dealing with court with. So I don't want anything getting reported back to that.
All right. Treviana, welcome back.
Captain Jack. So I'm just asking a question for somebody else, y'all. Okay. Don't be.
No, I'm
rude.
not going to answer it if it's from Spider. Sorry, I'm
It's
not
not
going to
from
answer
Spider.
it.
I don't even know him.
You were standing right next to him.
Just because I'm standing right there don't mean I know him.
Okay,
sir. I
you're
don't know
right.
him.
You're right. My apologies. You're right.
Baby, listen, okay? I just ask the questions. I just want to ask a question, y'all.
I'm sorry. You're right. Go ahead.
So somebody told me to ask. It wasn't Spider. Somebody told me to ask, was there a young girl on here that you were trying to start a relationship with, like marry them or something like that? I don't know.
A metaverse?
No.
No.
If I know that they're over the age of
Someone
18,
said that you tried to offer her like a ring or something, like a $3,000
No.
ring or something.
Oh my.
a what?
Okay. They said that you
$3,000
were
ring.
going to order a ring or something.
News.
Hold on a minute. Could you please repeat that? Because I want to respect the question. Could you repeat?
Well, okay. So the question was, did you ever try to I guess there was a girl on here that you were trying to talk to and said you was going to marry, like you wanted to marry her and you were going to buy a ring for her and she was a young girl or something?
No,
Or she had a
there's only
boyfriend or
one
something?
person that she had a boyfriend or something.
She had a boyfriend that she was trying to get back with?
That I will not be able to answer that question. I'm sorry, because that might be involving the things that I'm going through right now, so I cannot answer that. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. I'm done. I don't want to ask no more questions because I was just about to get cussed out.
No, I'm not cussing you out. I'm sorry, man. I'm not cussing you out.
All right. Does anybody else have any further questions? I know that there's got to be some questions burning out there, and feel free to ask. Let's see. Yogi, you're muted, so I wouldn't be able to hear you. Or at least in a party or something.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What is your question and for whom?
My question is for Almighty.
The popular one today.
Is everybody just going to ask me questions? I mean, it's just, go ahead.
We've had previous conversations, and you know
Yes, ma'am.
this. Why haven't you rectified a lot of your situations so people won't be calling you up with these social problems on this Oculus?
Unfortunately, things take time, and I am really trying to improve myself, and I've actually made some progress. I got a lot of work to do, you know what? But with my friends, people like you, I know I've talked to several times, and my friends and God, I'll get through it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Do what?
We can still be, I'll call you an associate. I can't call you a friend because I've asked you several times to take a break so you can get back to whatever it is that you needed to get back to so you won't have these issues. I even asked you the last time we were in one, did I not say, maybe you need to take a break from the Oculus? Because at that time, it was too many issues coming up. And then you want to say, I'm the friend. And that's fine. But I'm also the friend that's going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't sugarcoat things that are going on. I don't know all of these other situations because I don't care to know them. But what I did learn from you is that some of your issues are not due to other people. They're due to you. So that's why when I spoke to you before, I asked you, maybe you need to pull back because this, for the most part, for me, is still a game. But you have learned to take your in real life situations and you've placed them in this world and you expect other people to adjust to you. And that's not everybody's situation.
Right.
Did we not talk about that?
Yes. And I did take a break from the Oculus for a little bit because I was trying to get a fundraiser together for a veteran.
No. Don't use the excuses why you took a break. The excuse that you should have used for taking the break would have been to work on yourself. You said to me, You said to me, you don't know why people were doing these things. You said because your name has gotten bad out here in this meta streets and you wanted to change that. Changing that doesn't mean I'm taking a break for other in real life situations. No, taking this break would have been for your health, for you to realize, well, maybe I'm not perfect for everybody else. Maybe I'm not perfect for this particular group. Maybe I need to find a group where I fit into this, because maybe you and these other people who've decided, okay, I can't be this funny man that I want to be for them. My jokes are not funny. You have decided to take these jokes that are not funny to everybody else and use them obnoxiously against people. And that's not fair. So you can't expect these people to not have a beef with you. I want you to work on you to be better for you. I don't care if you decide you want to give up the Oculus or give up the meta world. What I still want for you is you calling me your friend, and I'm still calling you as an associate. I want you to be healthy for you, so nobody won't ever come back to you with this issue again. I don't want to see another show where you end up being almighty against somebody else or them against you. I want you to be healthy for you.
And if I may interject real quick, I'm sorry, are you muted by chance? Oh,
That I know of.
There we are. No, I think my finger accidentally hit the button. I apologize.
May I say something
real-
too, Cap? When you get done,
give me
may I?
1 second. This is another reason. It's a perfect reason why I even created the show in the first place. So if there is somebody that does have a beef with somebody else, they have an opportunity to get it off their chest, air it out, and hopefully find a happy medium to where they can settle the difference and move on with their lives with happiness and not depression or being upset or animosity. This is the whole reason I created this. So for the fact that he has now been on a guest here twice, the fact that he's shown up twice, I will say on his behalf, if you don't mind, that shows at least character positivity in trying to do the right thing and improve himself if he was less than wanted around the metaverse. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I mean,
by
believe
showing
me,
up,
I
he's trying to
understand.
do what he can. So
I understand the premise of your show. That's no problem. I understand that. But Almighty knows there are other issues. He has other issues, and he will not get them resolved just by consistently being brought to your show. But I want him
Fair
to
enough.
really take accountability for some of the things he said and done. Not just say you're going to take accountability. I mean, really delve into your heart and your spirit as to why you have to do this and why it became a problem in the first place. You're a good man. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying
Thank
that you are a bad guy, but what I'm saying is you have issues unresolved and you need to work on them. Because
Right.
Yes.
once again,
Yes.
you have a great show, Captain Jack, but what I'm saying is he don't need to be on front and center again. Not just for ratings. You get what I'm saying? He's got some issues he really need to work out to be healthy. That's what I want for him, to be healthy.
If I may say, Yogi, like I said originally, I wasn't going to come on. I got too much stuff that I'm trying to deal with in the real world right now. And quite honestly, dealing with her emotional baggage was not one of them. I came on here because I didn't want a repeat of last week. I wasn't going to be the WWE wrestler and be aggressive and all this other stuff. I was going to listen to what people had to say, and I was going to respectfully answer them any question they ask, except for certain topics that I will not discuss. Okay. Now, I've actually started going into other rooms and having fun and meeting new people. Some of these people are actually in here. Stratum and I have talked about building a room together, and I'm going to be paying her to do something.
well,
okay.
May I talk,
I
Cap?
guess I need to not do it.
Captain, may I talk, please?
And I'm voting for Yogi.
yes.
Yogi for Horizon President.
Yogi,
period. I'm voting for you.
Yogi, I agree with you. That was one of the reasons why I did this. He has a lot of issues that he needs to take care of, like I do. But I don't bring all my issues in here because, one, it's too embarrassing for me. Two, you don't need to know. So he does have a lot of issues that he needs to take care of. I've been off of this already. Been 2 months. I was, but then I came back. So yes, Almighty, I am saying I'm sorry.
Oh.
If you want to accept that, fine. If you don't, fine. I don't care. But you do need.
Well, then why say sorry if you don't care?
Oh.
About
man,
your
just take the
attitude
apology.
problem, Almighty.
No, see, when I'm going to apologize to somebody, I'm not going to sit there and say,
What the fuck?
I don't care whether you like
What
it or
I
not. I'm
mean,
going to be genuine.
you should have
and
known what I
apologize.
mean. You should have known what I meant, Almighty.
Because he grown.
I
if
think
I
Miss
did-
Queen has another question out here as well.
I do. I have a question for Casey.
Yeah.
So last week, we all know AlmightyOne was on here. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to come to see it because I was helping
here,
at other place. You were here, and I did see it, and you were actually one of the people that was defending him. So what changed from last week to this week to now where you're beefing with him, opposing to defending him?
What? We ain't know that.
He has said stuff that was totally inappropriate. I'm not talking about that card game we were playing, but I've had some people coming to me saying that he's destroying my name. I don't know if it's the truth.
So you don't come to me and ask. Wow.
I thought the
I
question
have a
was
bridge
to
in
me.
New York City to sell you.
Cap, I thought the question was to me.
It is. You have the floor.
Thank you.
Said my name.
Ms. Queen, I've tried to give him a lot of room, okay? Because of the stuff that he did tell me that I've never told no one.
I'm the one he was talking about.
Okay?
Been working with somebody on a
He
bill.
needs to
That's why I
work
said,
on
fuck you. I don't fuck with
whatever
him.
he needs to work on.
My name, I
Stay
hate
off
you.
of the Oculus for a month or two. You know? Try to work on whatever mental or physical or whatever issue you have. But stop putting people down just because you think you're God. Because I know you're not.
I never said I was.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Queen.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. I wasn't in here earlier, so thank you.
That's okay.
All right. Do we have any other questions, or dare I ask? Let me see. Nobody has any other questions or statements or anything, any concerns or whatnot?
So do y'all feel like this? Do y'all feel like this helped? Or like this? What do y'all feel like this thing right here resolved?
Well, I
Y'all feel
do,
like y'all
Anna.
got somewhere.
Today, Junior.
I just want him to know that I still care for people. But you got to separate from reality to a cloud. You know? Whatever you do not on the Oculus, you don't need to bring it to Oculus.
Right.
You know? You could be funny, but you don't have to be obnoxious. You don't have to belittled anyone.
Okay.
It's funny because you have several times brought real life into the Oculus. Well, probably not as many times as me, but you have.
You're just causing more
Look,
issues.
I told you, I'm
with
not
the same
perfect.
Issue.
And I'll be the first one to admit that. Okay? I'm trying to improve myself. All right? And
So
I'm
you should
starting
get
to
off
meet
the
new
Oculus
people.
for a little bit. That's all.
I do
And
get
just
off the
try to
Oculus,
take care.
actually.
You're on more than me.
No. Well, can I give an opinion?
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't want nobody to feel no kind of
got
way
the
about my
voice.
opinion because I'm everybody's friend. But what I see right now and what I hear, it don't feel like there's any resolution to this. It doesn't feel like this helped anything. It feels like to me almost that Almighty is kind of still like hostile about it. I don't know. Yeah, it's like it seems like it's like he's listening, but it's like,
It's going
what
in
they
one
say
ear and out the
about-
other.
You know how they say like you can't teach your old dog new tricks, or I don't want to say like I'm not saying that you're a dog, so don't take it that way. I'm just
I
saying
get
that.
the connotation.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. I just feel like he hasn't hit his bottom enough to where it's gonna stop yet. He'll get off to when he's ready to get off and he hit that bottom, he'll get off. But I don't feel like this is gonna help. I feel like, there'll probably be another incident, and I probably feel like we're gonna see Almighty again on here because
Nope.
I feel like he just. But some
Nope.
people just have like strong personalities. Some people have strong personalities. Some people are for people, and some people just are for certain people. So I feel like if you have a problem with him in this VR, which is a game, this is a game. First off, let me say this is a game system.
It is.
Nobody should even be on here. We shouldn't even have these. Y'all shouldn't even have these problems on here. This is a game. So I feel like if you have a problem with Almighty and you feel like y'all should just stay away from each other. Just you stay where you at and you stay on your side, because this isn't fixing anything. It's a great show, Captain Jack. Don't get me wrong.
Well,
I waited a long time.
I was starting to
May I-
wonder if anybody likes my show anymore.
No,
May
I
I-
like
may
the show. I just feel like because they're not getting everything out. I feel like there's certain stuff that she doesn't want to say and he doesn't want to say. So everything is not getting resolved within this little
It's because
hour.
I cannot say it because of his situation. That's all I'm saying.
If I may answer your opinion there. I believe one of the things you said that you feel like I'm being I'm going to use the words matter of fact, but I can't remember the word you exactly used.
Fake heart.
I didn't like hostile. I didn't mean hostile, but like it seems
matter
like
of fact.
It seems like you're ready to go back and forth with whatever someone says instead of like accepting it or just being like, okay, well, just like the apology that she just did. Everybody in here is grown. I knew what she was saying as soon as she said it. The apology, I was like, oh, okay, that was sweet. I don't think she was being funny when she said she doesn't care, because some people will be like, well, I don't want to add you because I fuck it. I'm still not about to be your friend. I'm not going to add you. She was just saying like, well, if you still I already apologized at this point. So if you still feeling any type of way after I apologize, I feel like that's what she was saying. I don't feel like she was being funny or.
If I may, okay.
There
are a lot of people in here. Like, for instance, when I was in the old bingo hall with Jay Thiz's bingo,
right?
I was told so many things about him, but I'm also a criminal justice major as well. Okay. And there's always three sides to a story. There's one way, the other way, and the right way.
Right.
Okay.
What are you, a fucking police
As I've gotten
officer?
to know Captain Jack and his eccentric
States
self, I actually kind of like him. I don't see him for the thief that I've had many people come up to me and tell me, including some of the people that are working for him now that have said the same thing to him or to me about him. Okay. I don't see it. I see people coming up, and last week I kind of felt attacked. This week I tried to calm it down a little bit because it seems that people didn't want me to answer questions. They wanted a narrative. They wanted me to be the bad guy. Like I'm Al Pacino on Scarface. Like, you all need me to be the bad guy, so you can point at me and say I'm the bad guy. Okay, I'm not the bad guy. Maybe misunderstood, maybe obnoxious. Okay, I get that, and maybe certain people, but I have always told and made people aware. You have a problem, please, by all means, come to me. I'm not going to bark at you if you honestly, genuinely feel that I wronged you in some sort of way. Okay? I mean, hey, if I screw up, I screw up. I'm 54 years old. I'm not 32, 28, 18, whatever.
Yeah, you kind of seasoned.
Right. And it took me a while to season that.
Right.
And since I've been off my medication from my surgery last year, I've calmed down a lot. I'm still not out of the woods yet. I still got some things I got to deal with medically, but hey, I just try to be, I want people around me to have fun. I've done stand-up comedy, but yet people attack me for my humor, but yet applaud Cardi B for her WAP song, applaud certain types of music that talks about beating women or going through a drive-thru or a drive-by rather. And
You're
it's
comparing yourself to a
that's
famous
okay,
person.
but
That's cute.
but my
He's telling us a good song.
it might be a good song, but not for 12-year-old. It's not supposed to be for like 12-year-old kids either to be, applauded for. Okay. And so
Better get a Muppet.
look,
Better get a
I'm going
bucket, better get
through
a mop.
a lot of things right now,
Let's
and I'm
wipe the
trying to
almighty
improve,
off.
and I'm gonna fall. That's why I got God on my side. Okay.
Right.
All right. And I will never,
More like Satan.
and I feel like I'm being tested sometimes to see whether or not I'm going to leave him like I have done in the past.
Right.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not made to not be the perfect Christian.
Oh, praise the
but I
Lord
try.
Almighty.
Right.
And
Okay,
if there's
so
anybody out there that I have wronged in this audience, I will wholeheartedly say I apologize.
okay, that's what I'm talking about, Almighty.
and you can play your violin all you want. I really don't care.
Okay,
you
so
know-
where do you? So after today, after this show tonight,
Oh, I won't be
What do
appearing
you-
on this
what do
show
you-
for a little bit.
what do you? Do you feel like you're gonna do things differently now,
I mean, I guess it all
or
depends.
what do you think you're gonna do differently?
Well, I mean, look, my sense of humor is my sense of humor, and my friend Amina, who's joined out right now, she's been a really good friend to help me, and when she needed it, like she had something personal go on, and I let my problems go so I could help her with hers. Okay,
Right.
and I'm like that. But there comes a time you sit there and say, I haven't reached the lowest point. Well, after this past week, yes, I have.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
have felt
said,
like
yeah.
I have, between legal issues, between my friend dying, between the fact that I may not be able to go to the Philippines for 5 years because of some legal stuff.
Stop talking.
Oh no.
Oh no, Cap.
Get her an Uber.
Almighty, don't say nothing.
I'm
Don't say
not.
nothing.
Horrible. No.
Young
That's
lady,
just
you
sad.
gotta leave. This
That's
is
just
for
sad.
adults only.
Is that the little girl
I am one.
he was talking to?
I am one. What do you mean?
You don't sound like you're an adult. Bye.
Sorry for the interruption.
Okay, sorry about that, everyone. But when a kid comes in, I have to send them to jail because it does specify 18 and over, and we like to respect that.
Yeah.
So,
Just like bingo.
So,
my
like I said,
apologies.
this week I'm not swearing at anybody. I'm going to be calm. I decided to be calm. I decided to come at people because here's the thing. People came at me last week and they didn't want the truth. They wanted a narrative. Okay. They wanted me to be the bad guy. Well, this week I wasn't going to be the bad guy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems that everybody can come at me in a group setting, but then there are certain people that can't come at me one-on-one, even though I've said something to them. If you have a problem, please come to me and we'll hash it out.
Right.
But, I've had people that said, no, I don't have a problem with you. And then they get into a group setting and then all of a sudden I find out the truth.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the thing. Like, there are so many people that I hear stories
Cap.
about that.
Is this all for him to keep talking?
Oh damn.
That
You
I
have
can't say
every right.
anything?
You have every right to
No,
say
you can
whatever
talk
you
to
want,
him,
whenever
yes.
you want. It's open forum right now.
Damn, I'm late.
I just don't believe some of what he's saying. He'll never change. Never.
Mm,
I know somebody that very similar to him, and he never changed. They think when they think they're bigger than anybody, and they're not. You know,
Yeah.
he said he's 54 years old. Well, the photo you sent me, you did not look like you're 50. You look like you're in your 60s.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
More like 70s.
I seen the side of your face that day that you sent me, Almighty. You don't look like you're 54. You look like you're above 60.
You look
Oh.
like
see
Santa
this
that went
here
off the grid.
on my name, it says 69. It's not because of its sexual position or the cancer sign turned upside on
We
the
don't
side.
need to hear
It's
that.
because this is the year I was born. So if you go ahead and ask 1969,
Oh, God,
January
you're my mom's
22nd, go
age?
ahead and Google it. It'll tell you I'm 54 years old, 6 months and 3 days. Okay.
You don't look like you're 54.
Well, yes, that's because I gained weight. I've had a lot of stress going on in my life. And, it is what it is. People
Oh
age
my
differently.
God.
Well,
So-
I'm
No,
done
I'ma tell
asking
him you ain't
questions.
here. It's
I wish
okay.
the
I'ma
best for
tell
both
him
of
you
you guys, and I wish that everything
Thanks,
works out
Hannah.
for you guys.
And
It's
we
another
appreciate you
need.
asking questions. Do we have any more questions to be asked? If there's any
Good.
children, I'll have to ask that the children leave, or else they're going to be banished to the jail. This is an 18 and over facility, and we do not play games.
No game.
All right. Do we have any other questions?
No,
Any
Daddy.
comments? All right. So if that's going to be it, I do want to say thank you very much to my participants for
Fuck,
joining
that's
me
what I
tonight,
deserve.
for Caseylouise and for Almighty One's second go round. I know that you said that you don't want to be coming back anytime soon. I can respect that, but maybe you'll come by and watch a show on occasion. At
I
least,
would love
to
to.
continue to support the show.
And if you need a host, I'm here.
There we go. So my final word that I can say is simply this. We have to remember in the metaverse, it is a very large place, but it's also incredibly small. People tend to hear a lot of things about a lot of people. But if you really want to find out the truth, you should be able to go talk to the person individually. And if you're any kind of a decent adult, you should be able to talk things out without having to scream and shout at one another. There's so much negativity that's going out in the world today. Can't we just, an old saying, can't we just all get along? It is possible. You have to find it within your heart, whether you found God or found any other source to be able to make that happen. If somebody can be loved, why can't they be listened to? Anybody can change,
Like
anybody
man.
can be an improvement of what their old self was. So I would like to say, look for the positive in everyone. Even you, KJ, look for the positivity in everyone. Did you have a question or a statement before I closed?
Yeah, I just have a statement. Have you ever thought about being a motive? What you call that?
A motivational speaker?
Yeah.
No. But
I'll
I don't know if anybody would come to my shows if I tried to be a motivational speaker.
I
But
would.
I was motivated, man.
all right. Well, there's two people, maybe three. All right. Maybe that's my new calling, to be a motivational speaker. Tell everybody, get over to my show now. Hopefully that motivates
Right.
you.
I've tried being motivational speaker. It's hard.
It is very difficult. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for having patience
You
with us
motivation
tonight. We know
speaker,
completely that tonight
more
was
like
a massive
motivation make
snafu,
me wanna
and
sleep.
will hopefully be better than next week. We do have at least 2 more shows lined up for each Wednesday, so make sure you're here with us 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and come to another show that I'm involved with tomorrow called Talking Cinematic Films, where host Miss Queen and I will be on stage interviewing some of the brightest stars of the metaverse here in Horizon Worlds. To be announced, the person for tomorrow, unless See Me Bro wants to come out. I don't think we've ever interviewed you on our show, See Me Bro. Are you down for it? Are you game? Come to Talking Cinematic Films tomorrow? Let's go. All right, so possibly Mr. See Me Bro coming out tomorrow. Come to Talking Cinematic Films tomorrow for Miss
fucking love
Casey and Mr. Almighty One, and my tech producers up in the booth, and my wonderful cameraman bro out here in front. I want to say this is Captain Jack Morgan. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight on Where's the Beef? Thank you so much. Everybody, have a good night.
And if anybody got some beef with me, catch me in Action Island. I'm there all day. I'm there all day. And I take everybody, so bring it on.